What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Love Bonsai. You know what I just did, and on my previous video of my last unboxing, I said that I was not gonna get any more trees for this season, for this year, but here we are again. This is a really nice tree. It's a nice water jasmine. They smell beautiful, and I actually sold my other water jasmine that I had, the smaller one, and I was able to get my hands on this one, which is really nice. So let's get with it, and hopefully no more trees this time. Let's get to it. Here's just a quick glance, and I'm sorry about my lighting right now since I'm using my room that I used to use for recording as my greenhouse. I have to find a spot to record. I'm gonna get better lighting for you guys for sure. But look at this. So these leaves are so tiny. So I thought it was just a regular water jasmine. For what I'm seeing, it's a dwarf water jasmine. And again, sorry about the lighting, but that's gonna be one monster. Taking a lot of time trying to get all of these things out. Like this thing is full of this. So great packaging though, not complaining. It just takes a little bit longer. So let me get everything out for you and I'll show you what's inside of here. And I think I should be able to just pull it out. It's just buried on all these things, but oof, you'll be surprised at this monster. Wow, this is one monster. What? And I got this one for so cheap. Like you have no idea. I'm sure this ones would be selling for like 500 or something like that. But I got a really nice deal on this thing. I'm gonna take all this off, and I'll show you guys what we have. Just look at this monster. It's a monster for sure. It's a monster for sure. So here it is. I brought the tree to where it's going to be staying for now. The greenhouse. Not really a greenhouse, but my version of the greenhouse. Anyway, so this is the tree. Now, looking at the tree, there is a few issues that I'm running across, but regardless, I'm not complaining. This is such an amazing specimen and a huge chunk. So this thing, I paid not even half the price of what something like this would go for. So maybe half the price or something like that. But this is really nice. So this wouldn't be my front. There's a lot of branches all over the place, not much taper. Um, could maybe be nice flare at the base, branches. Could be, but not too sure. Let me show you another side right here, which again can be the front. There's no movement, no taper, from what I see. Now, one of the issues here, and I'm sure you can see that, there is pretty bad chops right there at the Nobari. So I'm sure these were like longer, maybe field grown water jasmine, and they chopped those things down. Maybe they were flaring out pretty nicely, but of course, some pretty long roots. So, of course, they had to be chopped. There's no way those are going to heal and make it look nice. So, can't be the front. Now, this can be hidden a little bit if I choose this as my front. I think this looks so much better because, as you can see, there is really wide base. There's still this one right here, but once it's missing some soil, so once the soil covers it up a little bit, it won't be as visible. Maybe it'll heal down a little bit more, but look at that. Look at this taper. There's only one issue. One, if I was to choose this front, And it's this branch right here that is kind of facing towards me. But for what I've seen, different water jasmines, they have this kind of like broom style where there's branches going all around in circles. So I don't think that would be an issue with this specific tree if I was to choose this as my front. Now, if I was to choose this other one, I really like this side as well as my front, right there. I like it for two reasons, and I'll be showing you a close-up of what I mean. So, of course, we got that wide-looking base, really wide. It just look at my hand. This is wide. This is wider than the bougainvillea that I got. So this is turning out nicely. Anyways, so there is this branch right here and this branch, these two branches. And behind that, there is one longer branch that tapers really, really nicely. And I would love for that to be my front if those two weren't the issues. Now, I could get away with chopping those two. However, I am not I'm not knowledgeable enough about water jasmines or how they heal. So if I was to get those chops, that would be right at the front. And if they don't heal nicely, then I would have issues. So I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna do some research before doing anything to this tree. I'm gonna research and see how those chops heal. If it's pretty good at healing chops. If it's not, then that's not the right front for me. But for sure, I think this would be a better front, way better. And I might get rid of this branch right here. I think I will because I don't know. I think that it takes away from the tree a little bit. And I could even root this thing. I've heard they're really good at rooting, so I can root it, and this would be an extra tree, which would be nice. But yeah, as you can see, it's just I don't know. It's just sticking out too much. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, I might get rid of this. And if the chop doesn't really heal too well, again, I'm gonna do research first before getting into anything. It doesn't really matter because this front that I'm liking better, see? Well, actually, now that I'm looking at it, it might show us something in the background. So I think I'm just gonna let it do its thing for now, but I'm going leaning forward into this being my front. Let me show you a little closer. So looking at the tree from up closer, what I'm talking about right here, you see there is this two, I don't know if you can see that, there is those two right there, and behind there is a branch that would really nicely taper up. So you can see if those two branches were not in there. It's right behind here, and it would be way taller as well. That would be really nicely because I have this flare right here, and if those two weren't there, it would keep on going up. It would be a nice, really, really nice taper. But this is a really nice specimen. Bougainvillea is right there, so this is even thicker than that. Beautiful tree. So honestly, it's really nice. So again, as you know, water jasmines, they have such a beautiful smell. And once this thing starts blooming, whew, this whole thing is going to be smelling amazing. I'll be spending the whole day in here. Now, the other issue that I was looking, um, other than the actual, those big chops, there is some scarring, which I'm a little disappointed about that one. But those are not major branches. Maybe some of them. See, there's some pretty bad scarring on there. So there's no healing on those, honestly. It's an older tree, so I doubt that it'll heal those scars. So some of them have those those scar issues. And again, for the price, I can't say that I want a perfect tree. There's got some wire on it going on, which I'm gonna take a look and see if I need to remove that before anything else. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share. It helps a lot. And you have a great day.